Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It's Super by Negative AE, and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry. I believe we're almost done. I can always tell when we're almost done because we start to dwindle on achievements, and so we're real close. I wonder, I'm quite curious to see how this chapter wraps up, if it's going to end with like maybe a cliffhanger, or like what? Gosh, I don't even know. We're approaching the end, and like I feel like I'm so close to the answer. It's definitely demons at this point, but it's just like what? And I guess we're just gonna continue and find out and see what happens. I have no idea. At lunchtime the next day, everybody in class was talking about Rena's disappearance. We're all worried about her safety, but I kept a safe distance from everybody else.
レナはどこに行っちゃったんだろうね。鬼隠しにあったなんていい加減なことを言ってる連中もいるよ。まったく。
ケイチさん、今日は元気がありませんでしたよ。みー。
Satoko and Rika-chan noticed something odd about my attitude.
俺は。
I couldn't sleep at all last night because of what Rena told me. Friends don't keep secrets from one another. That sentence bit into my heart, and I couldn't sleep because of the pain.
ミオ、サトコもリカちゃんも話しておきたいことがある。
レナに関すること？
いや、そうじゃない。俺自身についてのことなんだ。
I decided to tell them about it because they were my friends, but I didn't know what I was expecting to change by doing so. They might despise me. Was there any benefit in telling them? No, there wasn't. I knew that for sure. But I still wanted to tell them about it just because I thought it would help heal the pain I was feeling.
ケイチさんのこと。
ああ、ちょっと真面目に聞いてほしい。俺が引っ越してくる前のことなんだ。当時の俺は勉強しか脳のないやつだった。
I learned the tricks of the game called studying at my cram school. I enjoyed the sense of superiority I felt by getting good grades. I kept studying because I wanted to look down on the other students. When my grades got better, my parents got happier. My teachers praised me. It felt good, or I felt good. It was fun to look down on the students who were good at running, dodgeball, or swimming. What? In what instance would a person with good grades look down on the people who were good at running or swimming? Dodgeball, maybe. I feel like if you're good at dodgeball, okay. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that. Dodgeball doesn't really get you anywhere. I guess you could if you wanted to pioneer the first like dodgeball like televised event or something like that. I don't know. But I feel like if someone's good at running, they can carry that. Be good at that. Go to the Olympics? I don't know. As the most important student there, I'm just rambling at this point. I looked down on the kids who were playing in the schoolyard during lunch and break. I enjoyed feeling a sense of superiority to them and my insignificance. The more I studied, the better everybody expected me to do. They started to place high hopes on me. They expected me to go to the best school in Japan. I flattered myself in thinking I deserved to go to that school as well. But the fun went out of looking down on people, while the burden of studying didn't change a bit. My classmates stopped admiring my cleverness after a while, and my teachers started to push me to study more. All of a sudden, the fun had gone out of it. To begin with, I didn't even like to study. I had average reflexes. I was average in a fight. I was an average boy with nothing that really drew attention. So when I found something that I could use to get that attention, I jumped on it. It happened to be studying for me, but if it was riding a unicycle or juggling, I would have done that too. That feels oddly similar. I feel like that's just a common thing that people have. People just feel average. If you feel like, I don't know. My mind wants to get philosophical today, but I don't want to get into it. Finished all of my summer homework because my parents praised me for it, and I took a charge of cleaning duties at school because my teachers praised me for it. So when they stopped praising me for what I did, I began to feel as though my life had no meaning. My parents used to give me an allowance that was proportional to how good my grades were, so I used to get a substantial amount of money for my age. I don't know if I had a natural interest in violence or if I was looking for it because of my frustration at the time. I took an interest in BB guns. At first, I shot at cardboard boxes. It was fun. Being violent at pieces of cardboard relieved a lot of stress. Nobody blamed me for doing that. But soon, I started wanting to do something I should have never done. On the box that my BB gun came in was a warning label that read, "Do not shoot at other people," or at people. That was when I thought about doing just that. Why did I do something I shouldn't have? I guess I was just immature. I wasn't interested in studying anymore, but I forced myself to anyway. My parents forced me to go to several cram schools. I was mad at them for that. I should have told them I didn't want to study anymore, but I didn't have the courage to do that. So I used my frustration as an excuse to do something cowardly. I shot at kids who were younger than I was with my BB gun. It gave me such a thrill. I felt so good to do something bad when I was overcome with studying. Needless to say, I had no personal grudge against the kids I shot. As long as the kids passed through a deserted street, they met the requirements to become my target. I didn't mean to hurt them. I shot at them once or twice from a distance. That was all I wanted to do. But sometimes they didn't react at all because the BBs hit a thicker part of their clothes or something. I didn't like that, so I started to shoot until they noticed they were being hit. Inevitably, that escalated into a barrage of gunfire. I study a lot. I'm doing something good. So I deserve to do something bad to balance out the good thing I'm doing. That was the unbelievably selfish excuse I made. I thought I had the right to do things like that because I was suffering myself. I thought people who weren't suffering like I deserved to be shot at and to get hurt a little bit. I was so selfish, so arrogant, so immature. I was disgusted with myself. If I could have met myself at that time, I would have given myself a punch in the face so hard I'd knock out all my teeth. They started calling it a series of attacks on school children. The principal of my school held a morning assembly to inform everyone about the case and to warn them to be careful when playing outside. I was laughing sneakily. The PTA issued a letter of warning and advice to take the safest way to and from school. Parents took turns watching kids when they walked between home and school in groups. The more serious it got, the more it reminded me of the excitement I felt when my grades started going up. I was absorbed in that game I was playing. I didn't think I'd get caught someday. I didn't even think to stop doing it either. One day, I found a little girl who was walking down a narrow, dark street all alone. She was a very small girl. I don't know if she was on her way to her friend's house or if she was running an errand. I didn't care which. It was careless of her to go out alone. The school had warned her not to, so it was her fault. Just like always, I made a selfish excuse and attacked her. Some of the shots hit her in the back. She noticed she was being attacked by somebody. She turned around. It was a natural reaction. At that time, I didn't hesitate to rain hell upon her. So when she turned around, I was still shooting at her. Usually when I shot at a kid, she cried in pain and ran away. This girl was different. She thrashed around in excruciating pain, holding one of her eyes. When I saw her doing that, I realized what had happened right away. The BB had hit her in the eye. Until that moment, I didn't think about what would happen when a pellet that could easily go through cardboard box hit an eyeball. Anyway, the girl howled in pain, and for the first time, I realized I had done something horrible. She saw me, so I couldn't take her to a hospital. I couldn't do anything about it, so I left her there while she was still screaming in pain. I wondered if she was okay, and I worried that she had lost her eye. I kept thinking about her, and I didn't even feel like eating that day. I went to the bookshelf in our living room and snuck a medical book to my room and studied the structure of the human eye. It was too late to make a difference, but I studied what kind of injuries would make a person lose their vision. I knew it wouldn't make the sin I committed weigh any less, even if I found out that she wouldn't lose her sight. I couldn't sleep that night, and I suffered from a high fever. It wasn't my parents, my teachers, or police who first punished me for what I did. It was my own body. Before dawn, I woke my parents up and confessed my sin. They were shocked at first, but it seemed like they understood the situation quickly due to my recent disobedient behavior and my interest in BB guns. My mom cried hysterically. My dad slapped me in the face until it swelled up. Before the sun came up, I turned myself into the police, accompanied by my parents. Satoko stared at me with a stunned expression. I deserved to receive that kind of look. What I did was very wrong, and I needed to accept that.
それ本当ですの？
ああ、本当だ。今まで隠していて悪かった。
なんでそんなことを今頃になってわざわざ言おうと思ったわけ？
Neon asked me. Rika-chan nodded in agreement.
本音から言うとさ、ケイちゃんどうしたのって感じかね。
まあ、そりゃそうだよな。
違うよ。そんなことわざわざ言い出す必要あったのかなってね。
いや、隠し事をするなんて。俺は、だから、もう隠してなんかいられなかったんだ。
圭一は、
Why is she using her pre-demon face for this?
何を期待しているのですか？
She needs another look, cause that is her demon face. I'm gonna murder you face. That's not a cool face to use here.
期待なんて別にないよ。俺はただ
許しが欲しくても、僕には圭一が怪我をさせた人たちにしか。だから僕たちにそれを話しても何の期待にも。理科の言う通りですわね。潔いのは認めますけれど、そんなことを私たちに打ち明けてどうしたいって言うんですの？
どうしたいってことはな。ただ仲間に隠し事は。
My friends looked annoyed by the sudden confession of my past. I took it as bitter medicine. I got what I deserved.
ケイちゃんさ、
What?
ちょいとここで質問なんだけどさ、
What does that look, Mion?
仲間に隠し事ってしたらいけないわけ？
え？
ケイちゃんの論法だと隠し事をおじさんはそんなの嫌だね。
僕も嫌です。
Mion and Rika-chan obviously disagreed with my statement. Toko nodded, following suit.
言いたくないことを言わないで何が悪いわけ？人には話したくないことや辛いこと、悲しいこと、失敗したことや思い出したくないことがたくさんある。それを全部打ち明けないと仲間と呼べないんなら、私はそんな仲間はいらないね。
でもそれじゃあ。
圭一、打ち明けなくていいことと打ち明けなくてはならないことは違いますのです。罪は許しを得るために打ち明けなくてはならない。でも打ち明けて許された罪はもう打ち明け。そうですわね。だって圭一さんはちゃんとおまわりさんのところに行って怒られてきたんでございましょう。それで償いをして許してもらえたなら、それで圭一さんの罪はおしまいですわよ。
This is all good and fun. This is all good and fun, right? But I'm also in the presence of a murderer person, Mion, who is part of a Yakuza clan, and this girl who has a split personality and is giving people death drugs. And then this girl, I don't know what she is. She has to be something stupid. Like the information arc that we got on her was like, oh, she's a sweet girl and Keiichi went crazy and so she left and she was never seen again. I don't buy that. I feel like Satoko
その結果を受け入れたなら、
has way more
そ
going
れで
on.
ケイちゃんのお勤めは終わりだよ。もちろんケイちゃんが罪の十字架を背負い続けることはとても大切なこと。二度と過ちを繰り返さないよう常に胸に刻み続けるのは正しいことだよ。でもね、それはケイちゃんが自戒することであって打ち明けなくちゃいけないことではない。
そうですわよ。 過去の恥ずかしい話なんかは私も内緒にしたいことがたくさん
Also,
ございましたよ。
Also, it's very possible that these are replacement people, and I don't actually know if that theory is true or not.
み
The question now isn't whether or not there's demons, because I'm
さ
pretty
とこ
like
は特にいっぱいいっぱいありますのです。
because there's definitely demons. There's like aliens in here.
私だけじゃございませんのよ。
The question now is how meta is this game gonna get? How we're a video game and copies are being made each time that you play it
理科
is
も
it
で
going
す
to
わよ。
get?
理科もですわよ。
Or is it a completely different explanation? It could be a multitude of explanations at this point. This sound effects, man. They've been around since the first game, and every time I hear them, if I ever hear those sound effects again, I'm gonna immediately think of this game. Toko and Rika-chan fooled around with each other like they always did. Were those custom made for this game, or did they take like sound bites off the internet? Ian looked at them and looked back at me.
今サトコはとてもいいことを言ったと
What
思
did
う。
Satoko say? I have many embarrassing stories that I'd rather not tell anyone. Toko does have quite a lot of them. It's not only me, Rika's. Okay. Awesome.
ケイちゃんにはどの部分かわかる？
過去の話は内緒にしたい。
違う違う、その次の部分。誰にだってあるってところだよ。無菌室の試験管の中で育った人間でもない限り、人の人生は試行錯誤の繰り返しだと思う。
Ain't that the truth, though?
いいことも悪いことも、いろいろなことを繰り返して成長して、それで最後の最後に素晴らしい人間になれればいいんじゃない？いいことも悪いことも、
Good motto to
すべ
live
て
by.
とても大切な経験なんだと思う。それは誰でも同じで、ケイちゃんだけじゃない。いやいや、クラスの全員にも当てはまることなんだよ。
例えばにゃーにゃ
まあ本当はあんまり言いたかないんだけどね。私から見ればモデルガンで闇討ちなんて私なんかレンガとか投げつけてたよ。いやほんと、警察に何度お世話になったことやら。ダム戦争の最中はちょっとした、いやいや本当に。
でも昔のことなのですよ。そしてそれを圭一に言う仲間であってもなのです。
仲間であっても。
私だってとても言えないような苦い過ちや罪がいくつもあります。でも言わないのは言っても仕方がないからですわ。
言って楽になるなら私たちは聞くよ。でもね、仲間だから言わなければならないなんてルールはない。むしろ仲間なら言いたくない過去を察してあえて聞かないのが本当の仲間。
それはそうだけど。
ケイちゃんが打ち明けて楽になったならそれでいいよ。私たちは今日の話をすぐにでも忘れる。
All well and good.
それに今日の話を聞いたからケイちゃんとの接し方を変えるようなこともない。
I feel like when I was a kid, I always wanted friends like this. I always wanted like I always wanted the friends where like everybody would be like, "It's okay, man. We're friends no matter what. Like, let's tell each other everything. Blah blah blah. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. We're cool. You know. Let's talk about like stuff, and we'll be there for each other. If someone murders somebody, we'll take care of it."
圭一が前の町でした
But
こ
it's
となん
like
て
I don't know. I
今
don't
の圭
I
一
don't know if
と
it's actually
何
like
の
that in
関
real
係
life.
もないのです。
Now, granted, the friends that I did make growing up, they are some of the coolest friends. So I can't complain too much.
今の圭一が僕たちにとってかけがえのない仲間であるのなら、前の町のことなんか僕は知りたくないのですよ。理科の言う通り、逆に前の町でどんなに善行を積もうともこちらに来て嫌な人だったなら前の町の善行なんかしたことじゃありませんわね。
ってことはさ、ケイちゃん、前の町での十字架はケイちゃんが密かに胸に秘めることであって、 こっちでわざわざ口にする必要なんてない。いや、仮に口にしてもだ。それでケイちゃんの見方を変える程度のやつだったら、私はそいつの方を見下げるね。
過去が何だろうと今が素晴らしい人間であるならば、どうして恥じることがございますの？もし過去の過ちを一生取り戻せなかったら、私たちは何のために生き続けますの？サトコは
These are all good statements.
過去にとても甘えん坊さん、それを後悔して今はこんなにも元気で頑張っていますの。だから僕は今のサトコは昔どうだったかなんて、僕は興味理科。
ケイちゃんだってどうよ。例えば私が留置場常連の札付きだとしたら、
I feel like Satoko could turn really evil from this point. Like if she had like no eyes, like this look would be evil enough.
変えないでしょ。私は私、いつものように楽しくふざけ合える関係は何も変わらないです。それが仲間ってもんだもん。
I don't like that the music cut out, so I have to read just to make sure I'm not missing anything. The music can't cut out, and then as soon as it cuts out, it goes, what? What? What's going on? That is not cool. What's going on? Hold on. What about you, Keiichi? Are you going to change because of a bad girl, really? You won't, will you? I am who I am. Our friendship won't change, and we'll keep playing and laughing like we always do, right? That's what being friends is all about. What's going on, Keiichi? Oh, damn. Oh, you're crying. Thank God. Thank God it's just crying.
先に言っとく。
Thank God it's just crying. I thought the world was gonna distort and we were gonna be in a demon dystopia, but we're not. We're in freaking regular ass
俺は
Keiichi
サ
town.
トシのことは何も知らない。みんなが隠してたからな。
隠してたってわけじゃ。
毎年起こる事件のこと隠してたろ。
それはケイちゃんを、
怖がらせたくなかったってのか。それが理由で俺だけのけ者かよ。
いや、そんなつもりじゃ。
She thought she did me a favor. She didn't know why it turned out like this. She didn't want to make me scared of the village since I just moved here. What more reason did she need?
ニオンにニオンはないって言ったじゃないか。バラバラ殺人があったのによ。嘘つき野郎。
ごめん。
See, but hold on.
嘘ってわけじゃ。
But see, hold on. I feel like a murder is something that you mentioned, though, right? Like,
仲間ってのは隠し事なんかなしだろ。
this statement doesn't matter as much as that there was a murder happening.
そうだろ。じゃあお前らは仲間じゃない。
I feel like if my friends didn't tell me about a murder, I would be very, like, displeased as well. They were my true friends. They really cared about me. They were so nice to me. Helped me feel at home in this. I couldn't have been happier. Everything was great, wasn't it?
ケイちゃん、そんなのって。
Keep in mind, this was also when all that creepy shit was happening, right? And I was like going crazy, but like they didn't tell me that a murder happened. Granted, like sure, I get it. Like you don't have to tell me like everything, you know, like you made some mistakes in the past, sure, whatever. But there was a murder that happened. You can't just lie about that and everything be all happy. I to believe she was acting like me. I wasn't like this at all. Couldn't feel her pain. She was in pain because she didn't know what I was blaming her for. She looked so sad, but I didn't notice her pain. I thought I was her friend. I didn't understand her feelings. I didn't trust her. I just used the word friends, but I didn't do anything like what friends were supposed to do.
そうだった。ミオンはミオンだったんだ。どうしてミオンを疑っちまったんだ。
Because she lied about a murder.
どうして。
That's why.
ケイちゃんさ、最近元気ないよね。
都会から引っ越してきたんだもん。きっと今頃になって疲れ、それで風邪をひいたんじゃないかな。
そっかそっか、じゃあ栄養をつけさせてあげないとね。バッチャが今日おはぎを作ってるんだよ。いくつか分けてもらってケイちゃんへのお見舞いにでもしてあげるか。
ほんなミオン、手を洗おうやレナちゃん、一つやってるんかい。
And this is when someone put a needle in my shit, dude.
へえ、おはぎ作りって面白そうですね。レナも一つだけ作らせてもらおうかな。よいしょよいしょ。
そうだそうだ、いいこと思いついたよ。
なにみーちゃん。
Yeah, what's the great idea, Mion?
その子び
甘いおはぎだけじゃ退屈しちゃうだろうからね。うち一つにはクリティカルヒットでタバスコを混ぜておいてあげよう。
Ohagi for me to help me feel get better. They only tried to cheer me up. Why did I get so scared of them? Because one of them put a needle in it, but it wasn't this timeline or world line or whatever the frick we're in. It wasn't this dimension.
ケイチくん、顔色悪いよ。もう横になった方がいいと思うな。
そうだね。
Yeah, I remember the scene vividly,
私た
actually.
ちはもう帰ろう。じゃあね、ケイちゃん。
That is not how that scene played out. I hope we can hang out in the club together tomorrow. That was a normal way of saying goodbye.
明日学校休んじゃ嫌だよ。
I don't want to see you be absent from school tomorrow. That was not how that scene played out whatsoever. And because it's too bothered, but they did that for me. I understand visiting it, but I was caught a cold. They came to visit me, so I could get better soon. Just thankful and said, I'll get better soon. I'm sure I can come to school tomorrow. So I'll see you then. That was what I was supposed to say. But what did I do instead? I locked the door. I closed the door and locked it as if rejecting them. Yeah! And that was a good move. I didn't say, why didn't I say any words of appreciation to my friends who cared about me? I was just so scared of the Ohagi they brought for me. What was I thinking? It was impossible that there was a needle in one of them. Keiichi, I will murder you, dude. There wasn't actually a needle at all. It was all in my head because I had read some manga about someone putting needles or razor blades in people's food. Keiichi, I was there. It scared me so much that I believed it could also happen to me. For some reason, I thought that there was a needle in the Ohagi. What? Dear Lord, please spare me from whatever they're trying to do right here. They're definitely not retconning the whole first chapter. That's definitely not what's going on. Keiichi, why would your friends put a needle in the food they only brought to make you get better? It was crazy to think like that. Even if there was a needle in one of them, I should have thought that it was some kind of mistake, and I should have believed in my friend's innocence. This sounds like a bunch of bullshit, dude. Not buying it. Not 1 second am I buying this. No, absolutely not. That's what a true friend would do. But what did I do? Pound. Splatter. Smash. I threw the Ohagi they spent so much effort in making on the floor. Why? Why did I do that? Because there was a needle in them. I got along so well with them. I moved to Hinamizawa and made friends for the first time in my life. They were my best friends. Meeting them was the most wonderful experience of my life. I probably never have to have another one like that for the rest of my days. I knew that, but I got scared and I doubted them. Wait a second. So are we assuming with this piece of information that we are in the first chapter because there's a lot of discrepancies with that. It doesn't make a lot of sense if we're in the first chapter. They noticed I was acting kind of odd. That's why they called the manager, EDA. What? They thought a sedative might help me relax so I could rest and get better. That's why they carried me up to my room. What? Mion just wanted to make it fun. He's the Wait, didn't I kill both of them in the first chapter? What happens here? How do we explain this? Don't I like struggle free and like make it out or something like that? The first one was a weird chapter, so I don't remember a lot of it. Joke at it, I know that more than anybody. She knew EDA would roll up my shirt to check my heartbeat with a stethoscope. She was just trying to draw graffiti on my shirt, just like she did to Tomitaki-san's punishment game he lost. That's why Mion took a felt marker out of her pocket. Felt marker? She brought a marker from home because she just wanted to do something funny. She tried to cheer me up by making me take a punishment for fun rather than nursing me because that's just what Mion is like. She went to the trouble of bringing a felt marker to my house just because she wanted to cheer me up. We're insinuating that this is the first chapter with this, and I don't understand how that is. Unless this is an alternate dimension first chapter where all of this actually happened, and we actually went crazy this time. And there was actually no needle. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Rena held me down tightly. Mion came close to me, writing something on my shirt. Mion whispered the words she was going to write. On my shirt. I heard them. I heard them clearly. I heard what she was going to write on my shirt. I hope you get well soon, Mion. Some of this, like, this is either proper bullshit or it's a different dimension. Because I've been in a different dimension before. I should have known she wasn't going to do anything to hurt me. Then why? Why did the marker look like a syringe to me? Because it was. And then, how do we explain your death? Why do I think that Mion was going to kill me? And how do you explain them being stronger than you and knocking you out? Wait a second, there's like a whole bunch of stuff that's just missing. Impossible. Why? Why did I misunderstand that Mion was going to kill me? Numbness in my head receded, and slowly I felt blood start to run through my entire body again. How long was I squatting down there? For a few minutes? A lot longer than that? Stopped while I had my eyes closed. Really? The atmosphere in the room wasn't filled with insanity like it was earlier, but it was quiet and gray. Rena wasn't holding me down, and Mion wasn't about to give me an injection. Was all of that just some kind of illusion? There was no sense of presence other than myself in that room. None of this makes sense. You're feeding me this bullshit, but I got a police report in the first game. So either something's wrong here, or we're just forging police documents. I got a police report that like a bunch of people just were dead. There with Rena and Mion, I doubted my sanity for a moment, but at the same time I felt some kind of relief too. The scary incident was just an illusion after all. Neither Rena nor Mion would have done such a terrible thing to me. Tears started forming in my eyes. Emotions were running high. Why? It wasn't a question of why tears were forming in my eyes. Why? It was a question of my sadness. Why did I feel so sad? I don't know. I don't know. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? You do know. I was so stupid. What the hell was I doing? I was so pathetic and helpless. Mion just tried to cheer me up, that was all. I liked her so much. She was my best friend. She was older than me, but she hung out with me like we were the same age. She was the first one who came to talk to me in class. Okay. The only explanation, as I'm reading this, that I can think of is that when you die by the injection, you go to this other world. And, like, that's where we are right now. and I'm just thinking back to that original world and thinking about how stupid I was, but really it all happened. Because it just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Okay, so we're acknowledging that Mion is dead. What had I done? What had I done? I would never forgive myself.
俺みんなのこと本当
Oh,
に友達だと思ってたんだぜ
but wait. There's nothing fun in my life at my old school. Not anyone is passing the entrance exam in schools wanted to go to. But wait, no, I still don't get it. I still don't believe it. So now it seems like all his friends are dead, and now he's like reminiscing about his friends and why he did all that. And that would explain maybe why he wants to kill himself. But when he calls Oishi on the phone, he looks panicked. He's like, the darkness, it's there, it's behind me, and it's killing me. And like, that was the call that Oishi got. So what the fuck is going on? First chapter. My friends close to me were rivals, and my enemies of view. This recommendation with test scores. My friends here taught me just how unnatural that was. The whole month was a blast. We raised the roof over lunch and club activities in the festival. A warm liquid flowed out from my eyes. To my surprise, it was my tears. I didn't have any obligation to cry for them. But I couldn't stop it. Even though they attempted to kill me. I fucking knew it, dude. Did it just repeat that same line? Even though they almost killed me. Okay. I was like, wait a second, hold on. Were those fun days fake? Was it an act that they kept playing perfectly to set me up until today? Was it only me who believed that they were my friends? It couldn't be. Where are we right now? Rena and Mion, they were my friends for real. Those happy days couldn't have just been a performance. Rena and Mion must have been forced by somebody to kill me. There was an extraordinary existence called Oyashiro-sama possessed them and took over their consciousness. No matter what it was, both Rena and Mion were my best friends. Okay, so if all of that is true, where the fuck are we right now? We're repeating words again. Wasn't making any sense at all. I agree. I killed my best friends. Where are we right now? I thought we broke down in front of Mion and all of them. Why didn't I trust them? Was all of this a premonition? Why didn't I listen to them? I beat them to death. Who did I think I was? I made it sound like I didn't do anything wrong. I felt like everybody went crazy except me. I was such a fool. It was the other way around. Of course it was. I was the only one who went crazy.
Kei-chan?
What is happening? I don't understand. How are we gonna say that Mion's blood was splattered onto the wall, and we're the freaking graduation music is still playing?
なんてことをしてしまったんだよ
Yes,
なんてこと
but what? What the fuck is happening? I did not expect a what the fuck was happening moment to pop up in my game today. But that's a memory in a non-existent different world. What the fuck does that mean? What? What the fuck does that mean? But even though it happened in a different world, I killed Mion, and I didn't realize how deep that sin was. In a different world? Keiichi, please explain to me your shit, dude. Because at this point, I have lost all following of what is happening. I even thought until now that Mion was at fault for being killed. What?
どうしたんですのケイチさん。
わかんない。
Please clarify.
ケイちゃん、落ち着いて落ち着いて。私は生きてるよ。ケイちゃんになんか殴り殺されてたまらかっての。ねえ。
そうですわよ。圭一さんごときに遅れを取るようなのは我が部にはおりません。
違うんだ。違うんだ。
Rika-chan hasn't said anything. Rika-chan, why don't you say something? Mion and Satoko look confused, having no idea I was crying, but I couldn't help myself. I learned just now that I could earn redemption by confessing my sin, but I could never earn redemption for this. Not from Mion. No matter how much I cried in this world, nobody could give me forgiveness. And so I could never earn redemption for this sin. Right then, Chie-sensei came in and noticed me crying. What the fuck is happening? You wouldn't see a teenage boy crying like that very often. Chie-sensei asked me what's going on, but at the moment I couldn't hear anything. Mion and Satoko looked confused. They didn't know how to explain the situation. Rika-chan approached me in the midst of my sobs. Oh, I am so ready for Rika-chan to just lay shit down.
圭一は覚えているのですか？
Oh my god! I knew it, dude. Is this game getting super meta? Rika knows. Dude, Rika's... Okay, here we go. I've explained everything. In my head, I know everything. Everything has been explained to me. But wait, I don't... There's still some things I don't understand. So, my theory, before Rika goes into this, was that the game was going to get super meta, right? Where they're going to be like, oh, you're in a video game, and that you keep playing the games over and over again, and they're different worlds each time. And that's why they're slightly different each time. But then they're like the same, so like Rika-chan keeps resetting the world. But what?
レナとミーを殺したことを。
そうだ。俺が殺したんだ。
What the fuck is happening?
なのに俺は何の罪も認めずに死ぬ最後の瞬間まで血がいっぱい出て、結局何の後悔もなく一人で勝手に死んだ。
What the fuck?
圭一、あなたの罪に気づきましたのですか？
気づいた。こんなにも今頃になってここじゃない別のよく似た世界で俺はなぜか仲間たちに仲間たちは俺に救いの言葉をかけていたはずなんだ。
What the fuck is happening?
なぜそれに耳を傾けられなかった？どうしてだよ。
Why is Rika the one that is the only one that remembers? Is it because she's a demon? I didn't care if people were staring. I just kept crying. I wanted to transmute my sin into tears in order to squeeze it out of me. But the tears that were coming out of my eyes weren't my sin. They were just tears of regret for doing something irreversible. At that time, I felt something touching my head. I opened my eyes and saw Rika-chan patting my head gently. I didn't need any comfort. I didn't deserve any comfort from Rika-chan. But the words she spoke to me weren't ones of comfort.
圭一を許しましょう。圭一は自分で、それはとても偉くて、だから誰も圭一の偉さがわからなくて、でも僕には圭一、
リカちゃん。
私はだってこれはありえないことなのだもん。
What?
あなたがなのに
That's impossible
あ
to
なた
do,
は
but
そ
you
れに気
did
づ
it.
けた。
What?
きっとこの地上に具現するどんな奇跡すらも霞むほどのもので、信じられないくらい尊いもの。
But I felt like she's the only one who understood the impossible memory I had.
今のあなたにならわかるはず。リュウグウレナがどういう。
ああ、あの時の俺と同じなんだ。仲間のことを信じたくて信じられないんだ。どんどん自分がおかしくなっていくのに、そいつがわからなくて、世界の方がどうすりゃ救えるかなんてわからねえよ。わからないんだ。だって
What?
結局死ぬまで死んでも気づけなかったんだ。それをレナに気づかせるなんてどうやって。救えないよ。救えない。
Wait.
俺がそうだったからよくわかるんだ。
This is ridiculous.
どうやったってもう救えないんだ。
Are we saying Are we saying that everything that we saw in the first chapter was Keiichi going crazy? And that was the thing, that was actually what was happening, is Keiichi was going crazy? You're telling me that the two townsfolk on the beach who tackled me and freaking Rena and Mion had to like take me back? Oh my god, they had to call the manager? I'm trying to... Like, I guess. Yeah, sure. Not an excuse not to save her because I thought she'd fail. But there's so much stuff that's like that's way more... Like, I guess if you're crazy, you hear noises. The one thing in my head, the one thing that has not been answered, or, well, it isn't as easily answered by this theory that there's like a different world and you're remembering back from a different world and you have to forgive yourself for the sin, right? What's the deal with what's her name then? The girl, the Shion who went into the thing and heard noises along with other people, but no one else heard the noises, right? But it wasn't just like it was heard in her mind, other people heard it too. So there was two people that heard the same noise. Why? My room in that world, I had beaten her many times with a metal bat. Also, Rika's evil. Unless I'm just crazy. But no, maybe not. Beaten her many times, but she was smiling. Who was smiling? Yeah, Rena, because she's evil. She was evil. I don't know. I don't see the hard part about this is I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if what the game is telling me is true, is actually true. Because it's a retcon. I guess it's not necessarily a retcon, but it's like it just kind of, I just don't know. And the fact that she didn't block her head even at the very last moment makes me think that that's an evil thing to do. Like, you know you're bad and you're gonna revive yourself anyway. She opened her arms towards me, looking for a hug. I still doubted her. Also, where's our memory of Oyashiro-sama killing? There was like a shadow. We talked about a shadow when we called Oyashiro-sama, or called Oyashiro-sama, Oishi. God, I get them mixed up. Rena told me then that it was okay.
私を信じて。
My friend still told me to believe in her. She told me to trust her, but I still didn't. I lost it and attacked her. She was in danger. She was actually killed. But she didn't even block her head. Instead, she used her arms to reach out for me. Rena continued to say those words until the moment she died. Yeah, that's not a normal thing to do, though. Oh my god. This is a tough pill to swallow. I will say that. If this is actually true, it's a tough pill to swallow. She risked her life to save me. Until the very last moment, she kept telling me to believe in her. Again, pretty crazy. First of all, you're just getting beaten to death, and instead of, like, defending yourself like a normal human being, like, trust me, please. Trying to hug the person that's fucking attacking you, it just doesn't sit right in my mind.
リカちゃんに許してもらえて。でも、やっぱりレナの目は
And how are we not...
俺が覚ます。
But then, hold on. There's still several questions. Rena died for me, and die for her too. Such a fool for failing to understand my friend's feelings. That's why I didn't understand what she was saying. But Rena might
こ
be
の世
different.
界は、でも、だからといって諦めるってことは、俺はレナを。だから、惨劇は回避できる。運命には抗える。俺たちはあがく。そして掴めるんだ。その。
圭一、私も諦めないこの世界から希望を。私は数えきれない失敗に疲れ果ててた。だから世界がおかしくなることに。だからもうレナがどうなろうと知ったことではないと。でも戦おうとする意志がこんなにも美しく神々しくて、だから私はもう一度何度でも戦おう。その先の未来に至れるまで。
This just doesn't feel right.
さんが何の話を
This
してる
just
のか
doesn't
さ
feel
っぱり
right
わ
to
かり
me.
ませんでした。
What? And then what?
覚えていないのは圭一がすごいだけなのです。
Is this like legit Steins Gate? Are they trying to pull like 80 twists at like a minute? Because that's what Steins Gate did. There was like 80 twists a minute. And there was like world shit. And like there was a freaking special guy. Oh god. But so I don't understand anything. So so what do we
私の高尚な脳みそではさっぱりでしたよ。
I'm too brilliant to understand what's going on. Rika-chan, just take a two push.
でもあなたが抗えぬ不幸の袋小路にとらわれた時、圭一、眉唾でございますわよ。ね、圭一。
Anybody tried to make her unhappy, I'd beat them up without hesitation. I'd risk my life to save her. There might have been a world like that. What? Are we just not... Is Keiichi not freaked out by that? I feel like the moment I realized that there was other dimensions, I'd be like, what the fuck? I lived this exact moment before, and like vividly in my head. I would be freaking out. I would be freaking the fuck out, dude. I guess that's just me. I guess I'm the only one that would do that.
前原君、何かありましたか？
No! No, it's not. What's going on?
いえ、なんでもないんです。
No! How is everything fine now? There's so many questions.
騒がせてすみませんでした。
I'm sorry I worried you. There's just other dimensions. That's just oh, other dimensions, and Rika-chan is in on it too. Rika-chan knows exactly what's going on.
ミオ、
Also, we still haven't mentioned the fact that she changes personalities, although now I think I know, right? Like she travels between worlds a lot.
何？
Walk towards her. Neon stepped back, not knowing what's going on. She bumped into the blackboard.
何？ケイちゃん、マジな顔でどうしたの？
Held me on tightly. What? She still didn't know what was going on, and her face turned red. Crying on her shoulder, I told her the following.
すまなかった。本当に。
何がよ、ケイちゃん。おじさん、本当に何のことかわかんない。
わかんなくてもいい。わかんなくてもいい。わかんなくてもいいから。聞いてくれ。本当にすまなかった。
I feel like
おはぎ。
I feel like the word honta, I can't pronounce it now that I am by myself and haven't heard the word, but hontoni or whatever, that means really, and I've heard it so much
うまかったぜ。
in both anime and visual
本
novels.
当にうまかった。
Hontoni. It just means like very or
元気だって
really.
た。
But it's for some reason I just...
俺、
Also, what the fuck
明日から
is
ちゃんと
happening?
学校に通えるから。
What?
また明日も、今日まで、感謝の俺はミオを、いや、
What are we
仲間を
talking about?
二度と疑わない。二度とだ。だからミオ、あの日の俺を
Because I gotta end it.
許してくれ。
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been following along this whole story. I mean, I know what you're talking. Yeah, he doesn't even know. Nobody knows what's happening. I didn't understand what I was talking about, but my sin wasn't forgiven yet. I needed to confess my sin in order to give
ミオ
her...
ンが命をかけてくれただから、いつかミオンに
I don't
誰かの
understand.
不幸が訪れたら、
In order to
俺は
remember...
絶対に命をかけて助け、絶対だ。
And then
約束
to,
する。
and then to say that Rika-chan is just there with me, there's no like, wait, Rika, how the fuck are you aware of this? And like, when did you discover? And like, I have so many questions. That should be like where we're at right now.
ケイちゃん
Not apologizing for something that may or may not have happened.
照れるな
Also, I ship this, Keiichi and Mion. They're the best couple. Guaranteed. Blushing too with a confused look on her face, but Rika-chan and I understood everything. How? And what could just give up because the world was going out of order. We were going to fight against fate to the very last moment. Mion fought for me. Rena fought for me. That's why I was going to fight for Rena. Just like she did for me, I was going to risk my life to save her. Guys, that has to be the end point. Oh my god. They're just gonna pull out just randomly. I like how we need to stop it here. It doesn't matter what's going on. Doesn't matter what's going on. I'm not gonna read that because I'm gonna save that for later. They just dropped a massive bomb in the middle of a school conversation. They were like, Keiichi, you don't need to tell us everything. Flashback. Mion didn't tell him something. Oh, you mean you can remember other dimensions? But that wasn't a needle in my thing at all. And even if it was a needle, I should have just forgiven my friends because it would have been there. And we're just forgetting. There's a lot of stuff that like happened there, and granted, if I had to, if you really wanted to, you could say all of that was a hallucination. Sure, fine, all of that is a hallucination. At the very least, me and Rika should be asking, like, I should be asking Rika so many questions. I'm new to this, and Rika seems like, wait, Keiichi, you remember? I would have been like, what the fuck? Who are you, and how do you know? I don't know. I just feel like in that situation, I would react way differently. Also, that must be crazy. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't even know. I was expecting them to get meta, but I wasn't expecting them to get meta so fast. I wasn't expecting them to do that immediately. And just in mid-conversation too. It wasn't even like I'm speechless. I'm speechless, but I'm obviously talking my ass off. And that's because I just don't. What? I'm sorry. So if we're to believe, and it's a hard pill to swallow, but I will swallow it eventually. I'm gonna fight it though, because I don't know. In my heart of hearts, like, I really like the idea of all of that happening in the first one, right? And like that's what happens. If it's revealed that it's an illusion, I'll be like, okay, like, sure. But I'm gonna fight that shit. Because, hold on, there's so much shit. And then, like, we're gonna really mistake a syringe for a felt marker? Come on, Keiichi. It's just a little suspicious to me why there are different worlds and what sets them apart, and now I want to know the lore, right? Now I want to know why and what is happening. And Rika says that we're amazing, and it almost confuses me, because am I like a chosen one? Is it truly like that? Or is it just like I happen to remember this time? And that there's an infinite number of worlds. Sounding familiar. There's an infinite number of worlds, and we're just in one of them. It's so many memories. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. God, I gotta end it. I gotta end it, but there's so much to unpack there. Like that's a, like I even though I was thinking about them doing something like that, I just, yeah, I didn't expect them to. I just didn't expect it. And I think that's why I'm crazy right now. Is I need to kind of stop before I start seeing needles in my food, dude. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. I appreciate that. I see you guys, so thank you. It really does help out. It's gonna be sad when we kind of finish this. It's gonna be, it's always like there's like that hole in your heart when you finish something, or you finish like a good book or something. It just there's no real getting rid of that hole. So I'm looking forward to the end, but at the same time, I don't want it to end. I want to kind of keep playing, but I know it's been like a while, so I'm gonna stop rambling. I swear one of these days I'm gonna end one of these correctly. And thank you guys for the support, by the way. I know how I always say like, oh, I should stop rambling, but you guys are always like, oh, well, we like your rambling. I just always feel like it's a burden. It just always feels like I'm talking to myself too much, and I've wasted too much time. Thank you guys again. We're gonna continue this. We're almost done. I don't know if this is the last chapter or the next chapter is the last chapter, but we are almost done with this chapter, and it's gonna be crazy. I think at the beginning of this, I was like, I wonder where they're gonna take it, and they took it there in this episode. Peace out, you guys.